How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Yes, great to connect with you.
You as well. You as well.
Yes, I'll have some of my team members as well join the call.
Great.
Yes, and so how was your weekend?
It was good. It was
It,
good. How about you?
it was nice as well. Yes, got
Good.
rested and went out for some dinner and then got back and back to work.
Oh, good. Good. Good.
Yes,
That's cool. How long have you had the business?
it's
How
been
long have you had the business?
it's been 5 years now.
5 years. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's great. Great. I like your website. It looks good.
Thank you.
Look very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so as you're curious, I would just share as a personal story that this was not in a line of sight that this is something what I'll be doing. If you would have
Hmm.
asked me about 5 years ago, I have been a master student in biomedical informatics at Arizona State University, and upon my graduation with my master's and moving towards my PhD, I wanted to go and get a new car from a dealership. And the
Hmm.
moment I went there, that's based in like Scottsdale, Phoenix, Arizona, in the Arizona cluster. And I
Hmm.
realized that it was a tough nut and a tough process to do so. It was not as simple as like going to Safeway or Fry's or Walmart and just picking up what you
Right.
want and you are out of there. And
Right.
that made me question, okay, why this process is so opaque. And coming from a mathematical and scientific background, I started seeing that, okay, it's designed in that way to create a lot of confusion and chaos to the car buyers. And the salespeople are trained very well on the tactics and the nuances to fetch the maximum money and the financing from the common day-to-day American buyers
Hmm.
when they're stepping to essentially create a dream like buying a house, and the second dream is to get a car in US. And so I thought that this got to change, and that's how it led to the inception of this.
Hmm. That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What is it? What is it? I'm reading 2 million plus negotiated. What does that mean?
Yeah, so this number is now updated. It is $3.8 million and more than 700 plus clients. So what we do is coming again from that scientific background, let's say when we will initiate the engagement with you, you have mentioned that
Mhm.
you are looking to buy two vehicles. One is the Porsche and one is the Mazda CX-5 for your daughter. And then the
Right.
Beamer, which is the BMW 340i selling. So
Right.
look at what is the initial price at which we are getting the quotation or the pricing from the dealership, and
Hmm.
at what price we are able to negotiate in terms of the actual hard-earned savings for our clients. And then the
Hmm.
difference, what is there, gets added to a savings list. So for every
Hmm.
client, for every deal, what we do, we put down the initial pricing and then we put down the final pricing. And that adds up to the total savings for our client.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And
So
that's the amount you've saved.
yes, actual savings, not just like how the dealership will say, okay, I'm giving you $1,000 off, take
Sure.
it or leave it, nothing like that. So it's what is
Sure.
the listed price. And again, I'll show you some of the documents what we create for our clients. It's not just the highest price what we get in the market and then we go for the lowest price. We even begin with the lowest priced vehicles because that's a tough thing, right? If someone has listed at a price lower than their competition dealerships, then they are most likely to reduce less price because they are already from the bottoms up. So in that,
Hmm.
we go above and beyond to ensure that we can even get it lower. And then we put everything in the documentation so that after 2 years or after 3 years, you come back to us and say, hey, that you helped me got the car at that time. Then we know, okay, that this is the price at which we negotiated. This was the closing price. So we have all these benchmarks in place. That's
Right.
for the clients. And on the other side, we also have been fortunate to work with some of the NFL players as well as some of the HNIs and wealth managers who are very, very secretive of what type of vehicles that they buy and what type of
Hmm.
deals that they are doing in the market. And for
Hmm.
that, we keep it very, very confidential. That means the moment the transaction is completed, we delete all of our communication, we delete all of the files. So we are very, very safe and secure in terms of ensuring that your privacy stays in place.
Got it.
Yeah.
Great. Two questions. One, would you be negotiating in your name or in my name? Like, how would that work?
Great. So from the very get-go till the last minute, it will be negotiations on our name because we don't want the dealership to bombarding you with like calls and emails and text messages all throughout the
Right.
day that, hey, I got an inquiry that you are looking for a Porsche. How can I help you? Or this is the deal. Take it today.
Right.
So
Right.
we work with multiple dealerships, will be looking at multiple listing platforms, will be observing everything and documenting on a Google document or Google spreadsheet so that we can track everything. And then the best negotiated deal in writing, which we have, and then we'll get your feedback once you say, yeah, Neil, this is good to go, or to my team, yeah, this is good to go. That is the time our team will make a formal introduction of yours that you are the buyer for this vehicle to the dealership and
Got
will
it.
facilitate that. That means the dealership person will be doing an outreach to you, ensuring
Mhm.
that the same vehicle number which has been finalized, the same pricing which has been finalized, applies for your transaction and will be reviewing the buyer's order, the final contract, overviews till you get the keys of your vehicle. So we are there available on demand 24/7 during that final hours, which are very, very important. And
Mhm.
once you walk out of the dealership, that is where the formal engagement gets completed. But at the same
Mhm.
time, we are always supporting our clients with any of the mechanical issues or insurance or extended warranty, shipping, change in vehicles, priorities, market research, anything. So
Yeah.
it's not that like you purchase and I'm like, okay, do not contact me. We will be there and support
Okay.
you. Yeah.
That sounds good. The second thing is just this. In this particular market, and I'm looking for a 2009 and 2011. It's a
Mm.
997.2, and I need a PDK because my left foot, I can't drive a stick anymore.
Okay.
They're the same 8 or 10 cars have been sitting for about 2 months.
Okay.
I think it's market uncertainty with Trump and tariffs, and people are waiting and kind of seeing what's going to happen.
Mm.
Um, where I am is one of my daughters. I'm waiting to hear back whether she's going to go to a private school, a different private school, in 2 weeks. So I'm either going to start now or I'm going to start just kind of, my family has a lot of decisions going on already. So I might wait until after that.
Okay.
But regardless, my wife's on board, everything's fine. So I think it's more just a question of like, I think that this market is sort of stagnant. And even if you look on like classics.com,
As
Bring
a
a Trailer, some of these others, like the prices to me there are way more realistic than what's posted. But I think even like there's this one in Daly City, California that's 45,000 miles. It's a 2011 Carrera S listed for 66. Like I think it should be like 59. I just
Mm.
think it's way overpriced
Correct.
because of the mileage. Like I don't know if I could. May I share my screen and show
Yes,
you
please.
one just as an
Let
example?
yeah, yeah. Let me make you host as well. Just a minute here.
Okay. Just as an example, and then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
stop
for sure.
talking. But
Yes. Yes. So now you'll be
so
yes.
just where's this thing? Uh, where is that thing? Well, let's see. See, I haven't gotten much work done yet today. Hold
Okay.
on a second. Well, here's an example like
Hmm.
this one. This car is kind of a pristine example, maybe hasn't been driven enough. It's been
Mhm.
on the internet for 2 months at this price. Like no one's touched it.
Hmm.
I think people are waiting. I was gonna this that wasn't the one I was talking about, but hold on a second.
Okay.
All right, give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I want to say, I want to say, I want to say. Okay, this is the one I'm talking about. All right, let me share my screen now.
Okay.
Okay, this car, like it was at like it's kind of an ideal mileage. It's been driven some, but hadn't
Mm.
just sat in a garage and all the seals are bad. It's a one owner car. I'm
Okay.
very interested in this one, but
Mm-hmm.
it's basically been sitting at this price for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Um, I think it's not that it's a bad deal, but it seems like it should be like 62 or 63. And I guess like my question is like, so with something like that,
Mm-hmm.
um, you're going to take comps and go to them and are you going to use multiple cars at once or like because I do have a couple others I'm interested in you could
Yeah.
negotiate at the same time. I think that would be helpful. I bill by the hour because I'm a lawyer and I don't want to spend a lot of it's better for me to just work and have you do this. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes, yes, and as a lawyer, you can bill your clients while we do all the work for a flat fee. We don't
Yes.
charge by the hour, we don't charge by the listings, we don't charge how many
Okay.
times we connect with the dealer.
Okay.
And plus,
Okay.
we can make it a collaborative efforts because we have found a lot of listings. So you can share those links with us. It's not that we only work on our listings or the dealerships, what we find per se. Uh,
Mhm.
if
Mhm.
you send like 15 listings which you have found or which is a good thing, that we can also incorporate. And my team members can also, like Kaushik and Akansha and others on the team, can also go and
Mhm.
find other listings
Mhm.
which are there, which might not be in your line of sight or might
Mhm.
be available on other platforms. Sometimes what
Okay.
happens is the same dealership will list the vehicle at $66,000 on one platform, which has more visibility, and they will list the same car for $62,000 on another platform because they want
Mhm.
a quick buyer from that platform, right? So
Mhm.
we look at the same listings, I mean, the same vehicle. We look
Mhm.
at what price point it has been listed across multiple platforms.
Mhm.
And then we'll
Mhm.
pick up the price even to begin like the call with the dealership and saying, hey, I saw on this particular platform that it has been listed for 62. Can you
Mhm.
give me the total price? So first of all, as
Okay.
a process, we look at getting the out the door price, which
Mhm.
you need to
Okay.
is title, license, registration, and fees. The reason why
Yes.
we do it this way because that's the final price which you are going to make the payment to purchase the vehicle. Sometimes
Mhm.
dealerships are very smart. The online price might be 62,000, and we feel that okay, it's a great buy, but by the time you get the total price, which is the big elephant in the room, they'll be adding all the dealership markups, package fees, window tint fee, convenience
Right.
fee,
Right. Right.
paint protection fee, all of that. And then they
Right.
will bloat it up, they'll inflate it to $72,000 plus taxes.
Yes.
Then it does
Yes.
make sense for us to deal with that dealership. Or in
Right.
that case, we got a clear visibility that we have to negotiate that $10,000 even before we begin even our serious intent to go ahead and purchase
Right.
them. And we are
Right.
not just limited to one dealership, one salesperson. Let's say if that salesperson is not giving us a favor in terms of reducing the price or playing too
Mhm.
hard to get, then we like my team will again go and connect with the other person at the dealership. Will again
Mhm.
work with a new case, a new incentive, a new way to go because we have multiple US numbers to call from. So they never get to know
Okay.
that we are the same people
Okay.
who fetch the pricing
All
for the
right.
same vehicle. Yeah.
That sounds good. The only other thing is
Yeah,
like for me, it's about getting the best car for the best money. Like I might spend five more for one or five less for another. And Listen, you want me to
yeah. So I
allow
can
that?
share my screen and I can show you how we do the pricing calculation, especially for
And
owned vehicles.
the one
Yeah,
last thing is like with these cars, there's kind of a two-step process. It's like I would want to see the initial inspection, kind of get a good price, and then I'd have to do a pre-purchase inspection. I
absolutely.
would like to do that. it doesn't matter who does it. I've got a BMW guy here who could review it. He's
Hmm.
owned lots of cars, but so that's that extra step. And I actually don't think it would be like 6 or 7 cars, but it would probably be like three that I would show you. It's
Hmm.
like if that 69 one could go down to 65 and it has a good history, but it was also up in Canada. I don't know what, you know. So it's just, I don't, well, go ahead. So that's basically it. That's basically it for me. So,
Sure. So all the pre-purchase inspection, looking at the Carfax, looking at the dealership inspection report, will be facilitating, and it's covered as a part of our engagement. The only thing is, you will have to pay separately for the pre-purchase inspection if
oh,
you
yes.
want to do it but you will be making a payment directly to them. We don't take any cut.
Yes.
There is no affiliation on that front. We'll
Okay.
just map that, okay, if this dealership is selling it, here is the closest Porsche dealership. If
Yeah.
it is not sold by the Porsche itself, and then we'll
Okay.
facilitate, we'll coordinate, we'll ensure that we get the PPI tag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
Is there
And
a way you
last thing,
yeah,
if
please.
with the $1,500, if I decide, okay, I want to sell my car in a month and buy my daughter's car in a month, can I do that not all immediately at the same time, or how do you like to do that?
Yeah, so our engagement is valid for 6 months. So you can
Okay.
start, you can pause at any time. There is no
That's
hard
good.
fast from our side. If your daughter is now thinking about Mazda CX-5, but let's say after 2 weeks she says, "Okay, no, Dad, I want to also compare like some other make and model." We'll do the entire comparison. We'll show her all the differences between packages, differences between the vehicle. If she wants
Okay.
a plug-in hybrid versus gasoline, we will also do the comparison.
Okay.
All of that is included. Yeah.
Okay. Great. All right.
Great.
Go ahead.
You can share, if you can allow, if you can make me the host again.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can do that from here. You'll have to just give me an access. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. Sure.
Access. I'll just share my screen real quick here and we'll show you, especially on the Porsche side, how we have done it. Let me know once you are able to see the screen.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is one of our clients who was also looking for a pre-owned Porsche, and here
Mhm.
was mainly what he was looking for is between the pre-owned ones, certified as well as the new ones here, and we did a lot of option requirements exactly like so he was not sure whether he wanted Mercedes, BMW, Porsche, Lincoln, Audi, Land Rover, Cadillac. So we did a detailed comparison, and followed by he said, okay, I just want a Cayenne, and we looked at the NEET
Mhm.
certified coupe also. And you can see this is how we do our price versus miles tracking. So we just don't
Mhm.
think, okay, that a 66 or 65 is a good price to buy. What we'll do is all the listings what you will share with us and all the
Mhm.
listings what we find, we put together in a short form of database like this. And then we
Mhm.
look at, okay, where the trending is looking like. So essentially in simple language, any vehicles which we find below the red line is a good value for money. It's a good buy
Mhm.
before negotiations, right? So
Mhm.
then we prioritize the ones which is below the red line and try to bring it down even lower. So it becomes a great deal for us, not for the dealership. That's one
Mhm.
approach through which we go about in terms of the Porsches. We have done multiple Porsches as well. I'll also
Mhm.
show that how we work on the other side in terms of selling Porsches at the highest appraisal offer. So this is another client of ours. He just got a KBB offer of 18,000. He had a 2016 Porsche Panamera, and he thought that he can get better price in terms of selling his vehicle. So we looked at multiple dealerships across the spectrum. We looked at the online platforms as well. We looked at some of the instant offers. We worked with multiple
Mhm.
dealerships. You can see how many dealerships are non-responsive. We don't take no for an answer.
Mhm.
When we get in touch, we always document whom we are speaking with. Some of them were not interested, so we document that. Some of them were outside Arizona because this client was from Arizona. So we also look at
Mhm.
a dealership and we collect all the information. So that's the same
Mhm.
we'll do for your BMW. And then you can see that over here from 18,000, the appraised value was 28,000. Of course, it's a theoretical price, but we coordinated, we facilitated the inspection of his current vehicle, and eventually he walked home with $27,500 check in his hand.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is on the selling side. One thing which I'll also show you on the buying side is that we have multiple BMW experiences as well. We have done 2024 BMW X3s. We have also done BMW X5s over here. You can see that a lot of detail. We look at lease price, we look at monthly payment, we look at the target payments, we look at the MSRP, we calculate in terms of the leasing options in terms of residual value, money factor, because those plays a very important role when you are looking to lease. And then this is also one of the Porsche's deal which we did where we have done the Carrera. This is exactly what I wanted to bring to the table because you are also looking for the same car, but he was
Mhm.
looking 2021, 2022. We looked at the exterior colors, interior colors, what were the online price. It was north of like $100,000. How far this vehicle was from its distance and the miles, and what is the phone number looking like, all of that. And then whether we have received the quotations from the dealership, what is the initial price point look like, what is the initial OTD, what are the appraisal value, because he also wanted to sell his current Porsches as well, all the packages which are getting included in the vehicle. So this level of detailed curation is done by our team. And while we are doing it, if some cars are getting sold, we are completely fine. Sometimes the distance and the packages are not meeting as well. Sometimes they are not responding, and some dealerships are also not selling out of the state. And then we create something called value for money. So we do a comparison between the new car he wanted to purchase and the current car he wanted to sell, and where we are getting the least difference between taxes and fees. That's the most good value for us to purchase. So we go ahead and do it in this way.
Okay.
Yeah. And then sometimes we also do an independent outreach to the dealership to see if they have not listed online, but if they might have some vehicles which are not publicly available yet, or they would have just got as a trade-in in the last 1 week, and they're still creating listings and online platforms and etc. So sometimes we get behind the scenes deal as well. So not only we look at just the listings online, some of the websites which you mentioned, but also we'll connect within like 100 miles, 200-mile radius. If any of the Porsche dealership has that 2011, 911, the exact one which you are looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. And just like that, we have multiple. This is one of the particular person. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you on the Mazda, because as you mentioned that your daughter is also looking for Mazda. So this is the one where we have done for the Mazda. Instead of CX-5, this is the 690 which we have done. It's a very recent
Nice.
deal which we did where we looked at the trim level, the dealership. Also, we focus on the color what you are looking for. If
Mhm.
our clients will come with a very specific requirement that they just want one specific color. Some clients are open that, okay, I'll compare between the two. Or for me, pricing is more important than the color. So we understand
Mhm.
the requirement, and then based upon that, we take the action. All the online prices, phone numbers, availability, initial pricing. This is where the big difference comes. So you can see that this is the new Mazda CX-90 for the same
Mhm.
feature price, same features, same trim level. Dealerships are selling for all different price point.
Right.
Yeah. So that is where the negotiation comes. So you can see that the initial was 62, the final was 58. So $4,000 negotiations we did. And again, after this, the final round of negotiation is done by the team. Once you decide that, okay, out of this five, if you say, okay, these two are very
Mhm.
good, go
Mhm.
ahead and do one more round of negotiation. We'll still do it. We don't take no for an answer, and we'll go ahead and find out where else we can provide the savings. We also look at the
Right.
trade-in value. So not just that, say, for example, if this dealership is offering lower buying price for us, but the trading price is low, then the total is high. So where
Mhm.
the buying has to be the lowest price, the selling, that is the trade in, should be at the highest price, and the difference needs to be the lowest. That is where
Mhm.
we go ahead and make that deal. And then all
Got it.
the comments are being there. And like that, we do multiple listings. So there is one more client of ours where we did more than 100 plus listings because it was a peak COVID time, not exact inventory was available. And
Mhm.
90% of our communication is via email. But at any given point in time, if you want to get on a call, if you want to
Yeah.
speak on a Zoom call or a direct phone call, all of my team member numbers will be given. And as a part of the escalation matrix, my number is also, I just texted you, so you also have my number.
Oh,
And
great.
as the business owner, I'm looped in into every email communication. So I'm in loop
Okay.
as to what is going on, where we are in the buying or the selling process.
Got it. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. My car currently, I don't know, maybe it's worth 20. I have a hard time believing that it's worth 17.5. I mean, it's got 82,000 miles, but I've taken good care of it. It has a little scratch on the back left door, but um and for my daughter, she's going to be 15. Like I don't want her to have a new car. It's going to be like 17, 15 to 17,000. It's not, it's mainly just those three transactions that and I don't know, like when it comes to my 340, will I have to take pictures of it and all that kind of stuff? Or how will that work, this selling part? Like,
Yeah. So in selling part, it's very simple. We have 5 to 6 points of information which we need. One will be
mhm,
vehicle identification number, the number of
mhm,
miles on the vehicle, the make, the
mhm,
model, the trim level, and a
mhm.
couple of exterior and interior photos. I know I'll be
Okay.
giving you a
Yeah.
little bit of a trouble, but the reason why we request the photos is because we don't want dealerships or any of the buying parties, either individuals or the groups, to come back and say, "Hey, I didn't know the photos," and
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they play hard to get or they lowball the offer,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
change the offer.
Okay.
So we make it
Okay.
very, very realistic and we present you with all the offers. And then we also coordinate a time where you can go and get the quick inspection done. They know exactly that we have discussed everything. They have all the documents on file with them.
Okay.
And the moment
Okay.
you present the offer, you just do the transition, you hand over the keys, you collect the check. That's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That
we
sounds
will also
good.
be there on the same days to ensure that they are not changing the appraisal offer what we have received on file before you are heading out over there.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay. Sounds good. You showed me some newer cars. Have you also negotiated, just last question, I think. Have
sure.
you also negotiated like cars? Hey, I want one between some car nerd like me. I want one between 2012 and 2014 with these specs. Like, because I think what they're going to say is, oh, well, this one has this thing and at this mileage, they're going to play all those games, but you're comfortable with that?
Yeah, we are very comfortable with that. Let me
Okay.
just tell you, or just to show you some one deal what we have done, and that too we did it an international deal where our client was looking between 2011 to 16 Toyota and Acura, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was not even in US. She wanted us to get everything done and ship it
Hmm.
to her island, which was British Columbia Island. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so we did all of this. Let me just zoom out a little bit here. And you can see that we look at all the listing dates, all the Toyotas, 2011, 12, 13, very, very cost effective. I mean, $11,000 price only
Got it.
for
Yeah.
her to make sense that okay, why I should pay $1,000 to Car Concierge Pro is justified because we look at the Carfax, the previous owners, the accident status, we get the PPI done, dealership inspection report done, all the availability, initial out the door pricing, and you can see how many listings we have done, right?
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not just like you if you see the top six, that's the only thing what we have worked on. There is multiple
Okay.
iterations which we go
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, um, I'm I'm ready to sign up. And what do I do?
Yeah, so you are in front of the screen. I'll just share the link with you right now.
Okay.
So you want to make a payment part-wise, like as you begin the engagement, or you want to make it
Sure.
all
I'll
inclusive?
just,
Get it?
part is fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
that's good.
we'll just start in the part payment here. I'll just share
Sure.
the link.
Half and half or whatever you think is good. It's
So
fine.
I'm just requesting a $500 payment at the moment. And
That's
then,
good.
once we complete your Porsche negotiations front, Then
Sounds good.
you will have your information from your family, from your daughter. That at that time you'll look into your Beamer and Mazda.
That sounds good. Let's
Okay.
do that. All right.
Just a second here.
Are you in Arizona?
Not at the moment.
You're in India right now.
Yes, right now I'm
Got
in
it.
because it's all
Okay.
the social seasons and a lot of my cousins getting married.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
So
cool.
just
I thought I saw that you were maybe you were in the India time zone.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes, yes, yes. That's why you would have seen in the calendar, but we look at the
yeah.
time and do it. And so I've sent you a link over in Zoom. If required, I can even send it to you on your text or email. And
Let's
then,
see.
yeah,
How do I find that? Oh, I got it.
okay,
Okay. 1 second.
sure.
Okay.
So it will,
This says six ninety nine. You want to do
yes,
that one as a
no,
standalone?
yeah, and then you have to apply a promo code. The promo code is DEAL 200. So it will discount it by $200.
DE
Yeah, it's a deal. A D for Delaware.
deal.
Yeah, deal
Okay.
200. Yes.
Okay. I'm getting old. Gotta
Yeah.
put my glasses on. When my wife heard about this business, she said, "Oh, that's what you should have done for a living."
Oh, but actually, lawyer makes more money than us.
No,
You,
no, no, but she knows how obsessed I am with cars and how like I never stop.
is
But
it?
you know, I mean, it what you do sounds really it's just a great idea. It's a great
Thank
idea.
you. Thank you. I mean, with your support and people like you, we are able to sustain and slow and steadily grow our business
That's
and
nice.
create employment across the world. Yes.
That's nice. I paid.
Oh,
It
thank
went
you.
through.
Yes, I got a
Wait. Oh, hold
notification.
on.
Uh,
Client requirements. Okay, so I'll fill out the requirement form
yeah, so
and
while you are on the call, is it okay if I fill it out on your behalf? I'll share my screen and
yeah,
take.
that'd be great.
Okay, sure. I'll just do it right away. Just allow me a second. I'll just pull up
Sure.
uh, the same document which you have received over here. Okay. So I have your email on file. You are looking for a
Mhm.
owned one. You are looking for the best deal. So I'll just put no timeline looking for a deal.
Mhm.
But of course, we
Mhm.
keep it like between 2 to 3 weeks is max where we'll present you with the best.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, sure.
Here in the year range, if you can give me your ranges.
2009 to 2011.
Okay.
Uh,
Porsche. Yes.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's the Carrera S or non-S.
Okay.
The base, I guess. Yeah.
Good.
One has 30 horsepower less than the other. If I could get one for, um, yeah, I think it's like 345 versus 385
Okay.
is the S.
Hmm. Okay.
And I mean, it just depends on the deal. Miles driven, I think 55 or less.
Okay. Yeah.
25 to 55. The problem with 25 is sometimes they haven't been driven enough and the seals are dry and the engine, you
Okay.
know, packages.
Any particular thing you are looking at?
Um, the main thing is me just uh
Oh, that's fine because see,
it's
you
okay.
have understood.
The basic thing, the most important thing is PASM, PASM, PASM.
Okay.
So that's basically the ability to adjust the suspension. And you'll see like it's on all of the S's, but some of the base have it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that's that's. I'm trying to think what else.
Hmm.
Yeah. Rear wheel drive. I don't want the four wheel drive one.
Okay.
Exterior, um, black, blue, gray, silver, probably.
Okay.
Interior, they're all fine.
Either your dark is fine.
They're all either black or tan. I guess
Yeah.
I'd prefer black or gray. I would, but I also like the tan. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean black, gray, tan.
Then it's fine.
Must haves. Uh, I mean, I prefer. I don't want it to have been tracked. No use on the track. Um, um,
Hmm.
mm, Transmission. I need the PDK. That's the um, that's like automatic, but it's you can shift with the paddles.
Okay.
Yeah, buttons or paddles. They're buttons in some years, but
Okay.
yeah. Must not have weird aftermarket stuff. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Some of these will have aftermarket exhaust, and that might be okay, but if they kept the original exhaust. Yeah. Um, yeah.
Okay.
So
What's
my zip code, mine is 30360. Search radius, yeah. Budget, including taxes,
yes.
um, which is 7%. Let me see.
Sure.
And not including registration, just
Shipping, PPI, everything is separate. Just like ballpark, I want to understand.
oh, 65 to 70, something in there.
That's
I mean, if I could pay 55 or 50 for a really nice non-S, I'd be fine with that.
okay. Uh,
Okay.
I'll just put that. Okay, 50 to.
And in some ways that would be preferable. I don't actually need the extra horsepower. I just um it's just I'd say 1/3 of the base cars don't have that PASM suspension.
Okay, I see. So if it is
Yeah.
not there, then and we are getting the benefit in terms of the pricing, that is good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess the price would be 50 to 65, something like that.
Okay. So
Okay.
just do this for now. Of course, we'll share everything with you in the document.
Okay. Sure.
Are you looking to pay in cash or finance?
Cash.
Okay, cash deal, good. Not applicable. Any additional notes you want us or the team to be aware of? Look at non-traditional platforms. That will do. So all the platforms which I've mentioned about.
I, I don't.
Perfect. And then let me just confirm the listings which you have shared here. Yes, I'll just copy and put it on our team chat here. Just a minute. Okay, so we have received 5 listings from you, more as well. Okay, I don't like this one and the dealer. Okay, perfect. But the car specification is good, so we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, that one. I thought it had been kind of abused.
Okay,
The car had, but I like I'm fine with the base really, and I mean,
okay.
ideally, I would pay in the 50s because why pay more? I don't really need S. It's not an investment for me. It's just something to drive.
Something to
So
drive, right? Yes, yes, perfect.
I'm
So
going to drive it every day just for fun. So
that's good. I love
I'm not
Porsche,
going to
by
keep
the
it in
way.
the garage. What's
Okay.
that?
I love Porsches. It's my personal favorite, and I
Yeah, yeah.
aspire to get one day. Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 listings which you prefer.
Okay,
1, 3, 4, and I've also put down the one which you don't prefer, so that we have it in our internal
hmm
communication thread, and so the team will
hmm
from here.
hmm
Okay.
Okay.
So
Is that
give
it?
us 48 hours because we'll do the culmination of the
Okay,
research and everything. And then
great,
we will also work on the basis of the listings which you have shared and find the other ones in the market. We'll do an initial
great.
outreach to ensure that the vehicles are still available. There is one fact which is key fact that if the dealership is going to keep the vehicle for 90 days, after that it has to go to auction. So as you have mentioned that some of the vehicles have been in the market for 6 weeks, that is like 45 days or so, then we can start tracking that the moment it crosses the second month, which is the 60-day timeline, then we can start putting the pressure. Hey, you take this offer because otherwise you will have to sell it at peanuts. So we can play that game as well.
Mhm. I like it.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. I know I have a lot of details but I really appreciate your time. I know it's late there too, but thank you.
No, it's our working hours because we work with all the US clients. So
Oh, okay.
at like 8 in the evening India time, and we are up till 6 in the morning. Yeah.
Well, I still appreciate the
Thank
extra
you.
time. I
Sure.
really appreciate your time. So,
Yes.
um, this is very exciting. I'm gonna tell all my friends about this. So
That would be very valuable. Thank you so much.
I
And
have lots of car friends, and they would consider themselves good negotiators, but they're not. I'm sure. So,
it's just about the practice, right? We do this on a daily
of
basis.
course,
We
of
know
course.
the nuances. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. You too. Thank you
You're
to your
welcome.
colleagues too. I
Yes.
can't pronounce their names, but thank you.
So one is,
Akansha,
yes, Akash.
Kash,
Great. And
Kaushiki,
Kaushiki.
Kaushiki. Thank you, Akansha and Kaushiki. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.